I'm Leon Bartropp, or better known for my biscuit of the week. However, the guys over at CCmoore have now decided to take my love of biscuits to the next level. Overjoyed. And I want you guys to come on this journey with me. So we should be asking you through our social media accounts which venue should be selected for me to face this ultimatum. If your answer is selected, you have the chance to win some unmissable CCmoore prizes. So join me on this quest across the UK where I'll be taking on the Biscuit Bonanza. Welcome to the first in the new series, the Biscuit Bonanza, where not only do I choose the biscuit out of the tin, you determine the lake that we go to. We are at Manor Farm, the Carp Lake, and if you remember rightly, if you've been watching our social media, we picked out, or I picked out, a cookie, hence the letter C, hence why we're on the Carp Lake. Not only have we got to be on the Carp Lake, beginning with C, it's 6 letters, so the task in hand to complete it, if we're successful, is to catch 6 fish, which is quite a tall order. But we have various other little bits and pieces that Brad is going to be chucking in from time to time. Whether they help or hinder me, I don't know what they are. I've been told there might be things like a lifeline, or even Bradders might be able to catch one for me to help me along to catching those 6 fish. I've got 48 hours to complete this first Biscuit Bonanza. Let's go for a walk round, get the kit ready, let's get started. We've had a good look round. To be fair, we haven't seen anything. The only place I've half seen something, I thought I saw a carp vortex out near the island, is this swim. Off to the left, it looks very carpy, overhanging trees, a bit of a point, always a good starting point on a lake which is quite small. The island, every day ticket lake I've ever been to, the fish love to patrol around the island. Another good starting point, hence why I'm going to come into this swim, have a little lead about, not too much. Water's fairly coloured, decide what I'm going to do rig-wise and bait-wise, and see if we can get this Biscuit Bonanza started with our first fish. First thing I always do, whatever swim I get in, especially on day ticket lakes, is have a little flick around to see what I've got in front of me. Like I said earlier on, the island's looking very good and very carpy down to the left. What I'm going to do is flick a rod out there, and I don't think it makes too much difference with disturbing the fish. There's quite a few fish in here and they must see it day in, day out, spoms, boats, everything, leads cast to them. So we're going to put it out there and see, give it a couple of 2 or 3 casts around the area, find the depth, find out how hard or soft it is, weed, chod, whatever it is, and give it a little go. So that's what I'm going to do now. First cast, I don't need to go. That's quite nice there. That was quite firm. I didn't go too close in because I want to start far out and move in to where I want to be fishing. About 4 or 5 foot, which is a nice depth. We'll give that one more out there, that sort of area, but maybe a little bit closer in to the side now. Like that there. That's very nice. Definitely comes up there and it's harder. So that's where I'm going to position my left-hand rod. And I'll do the same out towards the island. I have a little feel out there, 2 or 3 casts, off of it and move closer to it with the second and third cast, find the depths and how hard it is out there, and then we'll be rocking. Get the rods out, sit back, and hopefully we'll get our first one. Quite deep there. Definitely drops right off out there. only about a rod length off, and it drops down about 8-9 foot, I reckon. Bit closer this one. Yeah, definitely shallows up there, which you expect anyway. Very clean, looks nice that. That's exactly where that rod's gonna go. Happy with both them spots. Right, let's get some rig side up and game on. I've decided to go in, first of all, with the pole on both areas. Reason being, I want to try and get that quick bite. The benefits of the pole is I can put a small amount of high attractive bait. I'm using pellets, lots of glug on there, a couple of broken boilies, squash boilies, and my hook bait right in the middle of it all. Nice tight area, not all over the place. I'm trying to entice one of them fish on both spots so we can try and catch one. Now, I'm going to push out the pole on both areas, then we can reassess, see what happens, but what we're trying to do is just get off the mark as quick as possible.
What are you eating?
It's a cookie, Bradders. This is what the whole cookie bonanza is about. Biscuit bonanza is about. Now, did you know, there's a useful fact now, that in the late 1930s, the original cookie recipe was by a Ruth Wakefield. She made it, discovered it, and brought it to the biscuit world.
So we've got her to thank.
We've got her to thank
delights.
for the humble cookie.
Ah.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, the Molly's cookies, I mean, what's the best ones? What's the best?
Probably Maryland for cookies.
Maryland cookies are the best ones. These are the plastic ones. Yeah. They're still nice. You know, I have to keep testing them.
Okay.
That's why I got a big packet, because I've got to test every single cookie with a nice cup of tea.
You gonna give me one or?
No,
right.
not at all. Not for you. I mean, you can try one if you want one.
No, I'll have one later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There might not be none.
More.
There might be none left later. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Right hand rod positioned with the pole. That's what we wanted. Quick one, off the mark. And it's yeah, proper one toner. It's fighting like a little demon, it is. Oh, I can't see it yet, what it is. Oh, but I'll tell you what, let's get this one in, and that'll be one off the tally. Oh, bloody hell. God, it's going crazy, isn't it? Might need the rod tip. Look at that. Haven't really done a lot, and then once we got it in the margin, going crazy. Look like a little mirror, to be fair. On the pink. Oh. Happy days. First one down. 5 more to go. Biscuit Bonanza has started. First blood, our first little cool dude from the Carp Lake. Couldn't believe how quick that bite was. One toner, low liners, just straight from the off, 0 to 150 mile an hour. Very unusual scale pattern. Half common, half fully scaled, I think. The other side's full common, but doesn't matter how big, how small, whatever it looks like. It's one of the 6 fish we got to catch. And the C for Cookie. Let's get the rod back out and let's see if we can catch another one for the O. Just thought I'd go through the rig before I get it back out on that right hand spot out by the island. Both rigs are the same. I'm fishing a leader down to a clip system. Lead's coming off straight away. I've always favoured dumping your lead with more direct contact to the fish, and landed to dumped lead ratio has always been very, very high as soon as you give it that lead. This is a multi-rig. Now, you'd normally associate the multi-rig with a pop-up. I've caught many, many fish over the years on a pop-up, but it works just as effectively with a little wafter hook bait. Wafter hook bait there, we've got a nice pink, washed out Northern Special wafter. On the other rod, we've got a black halibut pellet wafter. Size 6, barbless, chod type hook, completes the setup. And that's your rig. You know, you couldn't get a more simple rig. So I'm going to get it back out and hopefully we're going to get another one. Right, I'm going to re-drop this, redo it exactly the same out in that right hand spot. If I can get this thing untangled. Okay, I'm going to re-drop this right hand rod over on the same spot. Again, not going to fill it in. A little half a portion of bait. A pellet, a couple of crushed boilies, a couple of whole boilies. That's all you need. You don't want to be filling it in. I'm just trying to get a bite at a time. You know, work the swim, try and catch another fish until we complete the Biscuit Bonanza. So I'm going to get it out there because I'm wasting time. So I've got another 5 fish to catch.
We're mid-film shoot and look at the state of it.
What? State of what?
Look at the swim. We're meant to be filming like nice stuff.
Carnage, isn't it? I've just had dinner. This is quite tidy to normal.
Tidy?
What's wrong with it? Organised chaos. That's what I call it.
What's right with it?
Yeah.
I can barely even see your feet. There's that much stuff in front of it.
Well, that's just everything, isn't it? We're getting there. This is just the way it is.
How do you think the session's going so far?
Initially, it's going very, very well. We managed to nick one, haven't we? Snare one. Redone the rods. I'm going to redo them again in a minute. So I feel like I should have had a bite on the left-hand one. But nothing's happened, so I'm going to redo that one. Maybe change over to a yellow pop-up or a yellow wafter. I don't know yet. Might keep it the same. Yeah, go and get some more water.
Why?
Because I knocked it over when we caught the first fish. I knocked the whole tub of 5 litres of water. So I've got I'm dehydrated. So I've got to go and fill it up again.
Looks like you've got some sauce down there.
Yeah, that's good. Get on that. You've got a mint. That's nice. But yeah, we just had a bit of dinner, bit of wraps and that. I'm going to redo the rods and we've got to catch another 5 fish, haven't we?
Well, you have.
Well, yeah, I have, but I'm sure somewhere along the line you're going to throw in a bit of a curveball, aren't you?
Maybe more.
What happens if you catch one? Because you're going to have your rods out. Well, you got them out. What happens if you catch one?
Well,
does that count?
Better than you, ain't I?
Yeah, but well, I wouldn't say that. But what happens? Does that
That don't count towards the challenge.
What do you mean
no.
don't count towards a challenge?
No, not unless I decide to be really nice and give you maybe a lifeline to help you out.
I thought it's teamwork.
No, no teamwork. No. I'm just here to stitch you up.
Oh, mate. So if you catch one or two, we can't add that to the 1 or 2 that I'm going to catch.
No, if anything, I'll take it away.
What do you mean take it away? What's this taking away? We add. We don't ever take away. We don't subtract, we add.
Yeah, you might.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be interesting. So
It'll be really
don't
interesting.
catch too many too quickly because things might start going pear-shaped.
So I'm not allowed to catch them too quickly.
No, you can catch them, but just I want you to struggle a little bit.
Oh, nice. That sounds wrong, that does. As if I'm being held kidnapped hostage. Need to be struggling a bit.
Right, tidy up because we got
Right.
stuff to do.
I'm going to tidy up and get sorted. There you go. Well, we're into our second one. And what's the time now? 6:25. Plenty of time to get a few more. We've got to get this one in yet, though, haven't we? Same spot again, right on one. After redoing it again, seems to be that they like to refresh up and get on that bait straight away. I wonder what this one is, common or mirror. Let's get that net. They really fight hard in here, really do. Really fight hard. Come on, baby. Let's get you in. Oh, another common. Come on. Whoa, in you go. Happy days. Well, how about that for turn up for the books? Just put the rod out again within 30 minutes. Bradders, what do you reckon? 30 minutes?
I haven't got my mind on it.
Well, I reckon so. And, right, here we go. Right, can't talk to Bradders, bikes are working. Right, another lovely fish, nice common, another male. Feisty as anything this time of year, aren't they? Some have spawned, some haven't. And that's number 2. That's the O in Cookie. So on the right hand rod again, just after we put it out, about 30 minutes, and it's away. Might be something in that we need to keep redoing the rods to get quicker bites. As you see, it's pretty damn feisty. So I'm going to get him back and get that rod out and see if we can get the next O from the Cookie. So we've got to get another O, K-I-E. We're not even in the first night yet, and we've had 2. So you're going to be chucking a little spanner in soon, aren't you?
Absolutely.
If we catch any more, the spanner's going in, isn't it? Can't be doing that.
Oh, Leon.
What?
Before you do that,
What?
I weren't expecting you to be as successful as you have been so far.
Oh, that's
today.
nice, isn't it? That's nice, that.
So, unfortunately, the pole is now off limits.
What? What? How can it be off limits?
It's off limits.
What? So what are we going to use then?
I want you to fish properly
What do you mean fish?
without the use of the pole.
You can't take that away from me. We've only caught 2, we've got another 4 to catch.
Yeah, but you've only been fishing a couple of hours.
Oh, mate, it's going to be one. You're doing it, aren't you?
Yeah. So,
So I can't use the pole. Can I use it tomorrow?
no,
It's totally gone.
that's gone now.
Oh, mate, I love this Biscuit Bonanza. It's great, isn't it?
So, yeah, you'll have to fish properly, unfortunately.
Cast it out.
There you go. Have fun.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Right, so I've just been back to my bivvy to get a drink, and that ain't part of the plan. Leon,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
What do you mean going there?
What?
I'm just.
What's that out there?
What do you mean? I've just put the rod out.
That weren't a cast.
Mm, No, it was.
But it also weren't the pole.
Well, the pole, not allowed to use a pole, but you know, you didn't say nothing about bait bow, did you?
That's true.
So, you know, it's back out there.
Where did it come from? I didn't see you put it on the barrow.
Well, I thought something like this was going to happen, so I thought I'm going to have to take precautions and sneak it in the barrow. It's only one of them small ones, isn't it? Little ridge monkey ones.
All right.
So, I can't drive it though. Look, it's all over the place. Look, it's all over the place. But, well, you have to bend the rules a little bit, didn't you? You know?
I'll let this one slide.
Are you allowed to use them on here?
I think so.
Oh dear.
Dunno.
Oh no. No, I mean, well, you know, you've got to use everything possible. If we want to get the cookie bonanza, the old bonanza going, and we've got to complete it, I've got to take every advantage. I know you've got to try and mess me up like you did with the pole, so I've got to use everything to be able to use.
All right, okay.
So,
all right, we'll let this one slide then.
Okay, we'll see if we catch one. Just thought we'd reflect on today and how well it's gone. Never seen the lake before, knew it had some nice fish in it. We've managed to nick 2, and we've only been here just after midday, Bradders, wasn't it? We got here, what's time now, 7 o'clock? Nice to have 2 fish in the bag going into the first night. We've still got another night after this one if we need it. Full of anticipation. Would like to see the left-hand rod do something, to be fair. Although I'm not too worried about keep on catching them on the right-hand rod. If they keep coming on that, then fair play. So we're going to our night, and I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to be up a couple of times during the night. If I do, I'll see you. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning everybody, and I'd love to say we had an absolutely mad, crazy night last night, which I thought we was going to have. I really thought me and Bradders were going to be not going to be able to keep a rod in the water, but it didn't turn out that way. As soon as it got dark, nothing. A couple of fish were heard in the night, no bleeps, no nothing. A little bit disappointed if I'm honest, but we've redone the rods. I've seen a few fish showing out to the left, out in the middle of the lake. We put a rod out there, another handful of bait round it, another wafter on there, a little pink, washed out pink wafter on that one, and we've redone the right hand rod that we've had 2 bites on out by the island. So it's all to play for. We've still got 24 hours at least to catch these 4 fish. It's very doable. Let's fingers crossed we'll be able to do it. So yeah, let's just sit on our hands for a little while and then reevaluate the situation in the next couple of hours. While there's a lull in the action, I thought I'd just go. While there's a lull in the action, I just thought I'd go through the mix that I've been feeding in both the bait bow and using the pole and tipping it over. It's exactly the same mix that I'm using. It's a day ticket lake, so I want to include pellet, all different sizes. So I put the halibut pellet in there. They're betaine infused, they're boosted with betaine, and they're 4, 6 and 8 mil, all combined in that, all that ultra mix. It gives off lots of different attractions at different times, different sizes, and the fish love a pellet. What fish doesn't love a pellet? So that's the base of my mix that I've been putting out there in little small amounts, maximum attraction, less amount of feed in there. Next thing that I add is some sweet corn, a little bit yellow, a little bit colour, because the water is very coloured up. So I want a little bit of sight, hence why we're using light coloured hook baits as well. I want a little bit of sight, plus the bailiff told me that they love a bit of corn in here. So add a bit of corn and the juices, all mixes into the pellet. Finally, we're putting in some boilie, some Pacific tuna, 15mm, a handful of whole boilies, but mainly crushed up again. So all that attraction is coming out into the water column, different size baits. It confuses them a little bit and they can't, regulate their suction on one particular size of bait. There's all different lots of food items, keep them on the spot longer, hopefully induce a bite. Last but not least is the liquid. Now the ProStim liquid, new liquid to go with the new bait that we're releasing soon, next year. That goes in very sticky, very livery, very garlicky, very everythingy really. It's a lovely, all-round, smelly liquid. Quite thick, put that in, that mixes in with all the different bits and pieces we put in there, and over time it actually seeps into everything, hards it up, and gives off even more attraction the longer you leave it in there. So there you go, that's the mix I've been putting out, and that's the mix I'm going to continue to put out until we go tomorrow. Haven't seen anything really today. No action, although Bradders did have a tench. He had a tench which doesn't count. Does it count, Bradders?
No.
No, it doesn't count. I've been told we can't take another one off of that. Haven't seen anything. It's looking a little bit dead in this swim now. We've sat here for all day with the sun up on the spots that we caught from yesterday, and I can't just sit here. I've got to move. We've got less than 24 hours left now to try and bag 4 more fish. But to be honest, I'm not even really sure where to move to. Spoke to the bailiff, he come round and he said, a couple of swims up, a couple of areas he showed me, he said, look, they're always, nice, good for a bite, maybe. So I thought, well, why not, we'll go up there. I haven't really seen anything up there, but maybe it'll come alive later on just before dark. But at least I have a little bit, enthusiasm will be renewed sort of thing. And we can see if we can get these 4 fish before we have to go tomorrow afternoon. Right, I'm gonna wrap up, reel the rods in, get on up there, and then we'll see what we're doing in a while. Just moved into the new swim, a couple of hours before dark, renewed enthusiasm. Bailiff has put a couple of little spots out there for me to the right. There's like a little point, it juts out. Some overhangs, there might be some debris on the spots there. So I'm going to swap over from the wafters to the pop-up, staying with the multi-rig, just going to put a little split shot on there so it feathers it down, foam it up, tiny little bit of feed on there. We're just going to try and go for a bite at a time. We've had 2 fish. We haven't had anything for a while. We really could do with another fish. We really could do, you know?
Let me stop you there.
Okay, why's that?
Because
We've only had 2 fish.
you've only had 2 fish, but it's been very difficult. We haven't seen anyone else catch anything around the lake since we've been here.
No.
And I think I'm going to help you out.
Oh, bloody hell, thank God for
Because
that. About
you
time.
moved, because you put a bit of effort in and moved,
Okay.
not that you've seen anything, but because you've moved, I'm going to give you the opportunity to win a letter without catching a
that's
fish.
good.
So what I want you to do, because you are Mr. Biscuit himself, I want you to blindfold yourself up. So if you've got a towel or something.
Yeah, this don't sound very good though. Blindfold myself up.
Yeah, you're like this, it gets better.
Oh, does it really? Does it really? So, hang on, let's see. What have I got to do for it? Now, explain before I blindfold, explain.
I'm going to give you a biscuit blindfolded, which I
Okay.
bring with me. I bring a pack specially for this situation, if it had to come to it.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me exactly what that biscuit is.
Oh, mate, there's a million biscuits.
There is.
But
But you are the connoisseur of biscuits.
Very, very true.
So
very-
blindfold yourself up.
Okay. You're not going to touch me, are you?
I might.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to get the biscuit out of the packet for you, and I'm going to show the viewers at home what it is.
Am I allowed to touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Okay.
So this is the biscuit, everybody. Is that going to focus? There we go. So, hold on, I ain't ready yet.
Oh, okay.
There's your biscuit. All right. Now, no peeking. I can see you.
Okay. So, can I taste it? Can I?
Yeah. So have a good feel.
Have a good feel.
Hold it up a little bit higher so everyone can see. That's it.
So, oh, hang on a minute. It's got two sides, hasn't it?
You tell me.
It's got two sides. How many guesses do I get?
You get one guess.
Oh, mate.
So make it count.
This can be one of only two biscuits, I reckon.
You haven't even tasted it
No,
yet.
no, it's going one of two biscuits, but the second biscuit it could be has got about 4 different flavours.
Okay.
So, right, I can taste it now, can I?
Yeah, you taste it.
Right, I've got an idea of what it is. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah?
Yep. That is, you try to trick me here, haven't you? You try to trick me, because that is a chocolate malted milk. Not just a malted milk, that is a chocolate malted milk. That's what I could feel on that side. I've probably got all over my fingers now.
Take your blindfold
Chocolate. Yeah, there you go. Chocolate malted milk. Have you got any left? I'll have a few more then, please.
I've got a couple. But yeah, there you go. You've won a letter.
So that means we've got 2 fish, so now that counts as another one. We've had 3 then.
Yeah, so you've got 3 fish to go.
3 fish to catch.
Better get wiggle on.
Right, let's get these rods out. Let's get this bait on, this pop up with renewed confidence. And let's have a few more of them biscuits with a cup of tea. Let's see if we can do this. Well, how about that then? Little move, been 20 minutes, we're into one. Just shows you, all despondent and like, it's not really going to happen. Have a move, refreshing the confidence, and we're into one. Happy days, eh? Oh, he's fighting well. Oh. Little drop back. Again, little handful of bait. You know, you spend hours in the wrong spot, can't you? But then minutes in the right spot and get a result. Get in there. That's a bit bigger. Not too much bigger though. Oh, mate. Well, there you go. There's another one to the list to try and complete the Biscuit Bonanza. Another nice common. I think this lake is known for its commons, isn't it? But it's another male. It's that time of year when the males are going crazy and going mad, isn't it? And they're obviously having a little feed. Yeah, another one towards our target. Let's get him back and let's try and catch another one. Let's get on it. Going into our final night of the Biscuit Bonanza, I'm full of enthusiasm. Just goes to show you, doesn't it? Always speak to the bailiff. He said to me, look, really, you want to get in there and fish these couple of spots? So I've moved. Brad has, because I moved, give me a lifeline, and we've caught one. I can really see that this Biscuit Bonanza is achievable as we go into the last night. So hopefully I'll be seeing you in the middle of the night with a couple of fish so we can complete the task ahead. Well, there we go. About an hour into darkness, and our first of two that we need. Another male common, feisty as anything, fought like a demon like they all do in here. And we're one step closer to completing the Biscuit Bonanza. So I'm going to get him back, redo that rod, get it out there, and fingers crossed we're going to be within a chance of completing our task. Well, good morning and welcome back. We go into our final morning. We've got just about a few hours left, and I'm quite surprised that we didn't have any more last night. After that first one into darkness, I thought we're going to complete this, we're going to get our last fish, and we're going to have done the first Biscuit Bonanza. But it's been very quiet this morning, not seen a lot. Got up early, was looking out, but no, it just seems very, very quiet. We've still got all to play for. Just need that one more fish in the last few hours of the session. Let's hopefully we can do it. Coming to the end of the Biscuit Bonanza, the final couple of minutes, and unfortunately we've fallen short by one fish. You could say we've got the cookie but not the cook eye, or the cook eye but not the cookie, as they say. We've given it everything, and it's just that time of year where the fish are looking to spawn, or they have or they haven't. Some of the females are not feeding and that, because all we've caught is males who have been, you know, they've been milting out on the mat and everything. But we've given it a really, really good go. And we've still got a minute left, so you never know, we might get a take live on camera. But we've had a great time here at Manor Farm Fisheries on Carp Lake. I want to say thank you very, very much for having us. And also, because to the winner who suggested the Carp Lake, Liam Bell, you have won yourself a bundle, 5 kilo bag of bait, a liquid of your choice, and a tub of pop-ups. How about that, eh? So, look forward to seeing you. Contact us on the CCmoore Facebook or Instagram page and let us know your details so we can send it out to you. I'm looking forward to doing the next Biscuit Bonanza, which we don't know where that's going to be yet. And we've had a great time. Unfortunately, we just fell that little bit short, but that's fishing, isn't it? Otherwise it'd be called catching. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again to choose the Biscuit Bonanza. I'm going to hand these over to Brad as the cameraman. I'm going to put my blindfold on, and we are going to choose the next place, letters of where we're going to go. But you're ultimately going to choose down below where we are going to go and do the next episode. There you go, Bradders.
Blindfold yourself.
Blindfold me up. Give me a little shake around and that.
Hold on. Right, there you go. Yeah, you got to put your hand in the tin.
Hand in the tin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sticky. Oh, that's horrible. What's that? What are you putting there?
It's a bit warm today. Some of them are melting, should I say.
What's that?
Yeah? Happy with that one?
Well, I don't know if I'm happy yet. What is it? What's that? What's that?
That is an Oreo.
Oh, that's filth. I hate Oreos.
But?
Oh, it's only 4 letters.
4 letters.
Four letters. So, basically that means you guys have got to suggest lakes beginning with the letter O for Oreo. Down in the comments below, please suggest some lakes beginning with the letter O. Over to you to win another bait bundle, liquid, and some hook baits of your choice. Go ahead, guys. Where are we going next?